Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the House of Animation. The front door is always open, so do come on in and join us as we continue our journey through animation. I am Ben Gilman, a gingerbread man fan, and as always, I'm joined by the Wicked Witch of the East. She's a Batman fan and very close to Batman, Sarah Chloe.
Hello, people.
And then joined by Prince Charming, Troy Summon, who's just got one question: where the fuck is the Muffin Man?
Exactly. One simple question. Where the hell?
Nobody with his own muffin. It's where the muffin man. Like,
Lovely.
Sorry, do you know where the Muffin Man is? Do you know where he is?
yeah, he's somewhere in the mountains living with his muffin.
Oh, okay. I like that. I like doing that.
Thanks for touching his muffin, the dirty bastard.
Yes.
So, anyway, today we're here to talk about the film that is pretty much like the Red-Headed Stepchild compared to other Ghibli movies, Princess Mononoke. And when I mean Red-Headed Stepchild, I mean heads and arms are flying off. There's blood everywhere. There's blood sucking. There's leeches. This film is the most un-Ghibli movie I've ever seen in my life. I love it. Very complex. There are no good and bad guys here. There's just people doing things with ulterior motives.
Yeah, this is feudal Japan, yo. It's just chaos. People are fighting each other, gangs, wars.
Precise.
Yeah, village wars going on, different sides from the east, the west.
So while protecting his village from rampaging bull god demon, this film kicks in. A confident young warrior, Ashitaka, is stricken by a deadly curse. I mean, the first thing you see is that boar demon thing with it's like a flipping horror film already. To save his life, he must journey to the forests of the west. Once there, he's embroiled in a fierce campaign that humans are waging on the forest. The ambitious Lady Iboshi and her loyal clan use their guns against the gods of the forest, and a brave young woman, Princess Mononoke, who is raised by a wolf god. Ashitaka sees the good in both sides and tries to stem the flow of blood. This is met by animosity by both sides as they each see him as supporting the enemy. Man, this movie just moves. It's 2.5 hours nearly, and it just doesn't stop moving. It goes down.
My gosh, the rate this movie moves at, I'm like, oh my days.
Yeah.
I was watching my laptop. I put my laptop down, and I was like, wait a second. I can't even turn my head for a second. Something's happening. I'm like,
it's a bit different from love.
My gosh, you can't leave the screen when watching this movie. You can't do it. You're gonna miss something.
I was watching it and I was drinking bubble tea outside, like on my phone.
I've had a long week at work, so when I watched this, I nearly fell asleep and I just woke up and slapped myself to keep going. It took 3 hours to finish this film because it's not because it's boring, but it goes on and you need to pay attention.
Yeah, you have to.
So Ashitaka. Ash.
Yeah.
I got to catch them all those Pokeballs of his flying out. Ash, I'm just going to call him Ash for short. Ashitaka is a pretty do-gooder because at first, like you would think, I thought Princess Mononoke. This is the first time I've seen this film. I thought San would be the main character, but no, it's Ashitaka. Like it's a boy for a Ghibli movie. That's interesting to me. What do we think of the main character? He's a pretty cool dude. He's a hard dude. I mean, he gets shot at one point through the chest with a gun and keeps walking like a.
Yeah, that was pretty weird. Like, how is he even making?
Wait, it kind of makes sense because he's got the curse on him at that point.
Yeah.
At that point, he's got the abilities in him, the strength.
I mean, there's a lot going on here. There's samurai, there's monks, there's a lady with villages going on. That's just that side going off, which is weird.
Exactly.
They're all trying to stab each other in the back while they're fighting the forest guys. And the forest guys, then you've got the boar lot all coming in. It's like and somehow you can keep on top of this. Like,
it's insane. It's insane.
Mental. And then the face of the forest guy looks like John Lennon. Like,
what? All right. I was like, what?
What is that meant to be? It's like a llama with a John Lennon.
Like John Lennon.
I don't know how to describe it.
It did have a face, so yeah, it did that, yeah.
Can I just put a shout out? I love the fact that Ashitaka Taka and San are not. They do say I like you, but she's like, yeah, well, I'm going to live in the forest. You're going to live up the road. Bye. Just leaves it up then.
She's so feral. Like she's a feral girl.
Yeah,
Like
she's like I'm a wolf at this point.
yeah, like
Before
she's
he-
basically the Japanese Mowgli, raised by wolves.
Yeah.
Before she even touch it, he taps that ass. He's going to need to get a vaccine and rabies shot up to oblivion.
Gross.
Before he nails that, because he doesn't nail that, the promise is there in the end of the movie. You know where I live. I know where you live.
Yeah, you know where that's going. Yeah, you know
Let's have llama wolf babies, whatever they call it. So Eboshi Gozen, which is the badass lady.
Yeah, girl from Ninja Scroll. That's what I call her.
She's pretty cool. She's she's developed loads of weapons and iron, and the samurai lord wants to. We never see him. Asano.
Yeah,
I think it was smart not to put him in as well because there's too many characters up there. He wants the iron. The monk's trying to get the iron as well.
Yeah.
Jigo is trying to undo her. But then you think he's a pussy, but then you find out he can actually come through. Right, he's like a martial artist. It's pretty cool.
Oh, about that.
And it's just everyone's trying to do each other in the ass while they're trying to fight the forest spirit. And then you got Taka going backwards and forwards, trying to stop everyone
between 2-3 different clans. Like between the women, you got Emotions clan, you got flipping the Samurai clan.
I feel sorry for him because everyone's trying to kill him at one point. Everyone's trying to stab him or poison him. I mean, I'm surprised he's alive by the end of the film. I thought the film would end with him sacrificing himself.
That's what I thought. I literally was watching this whole movie and like, this guy's gonna die. He's gonna die. He's gonna sacrifice himself or something like that. Something noble. I knew it was coming. I was like, oh my gosh. And somehow he lived. Somehow. But dear God. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, he lived. I know how he did it, but he did it. Guys go from place to place. And I like the as you said before, what's her name? Ibushi?
Iboshi.
Yes, I'm making sure I get it right. But yeah.
Ibushi.
Ibushi. But she's like obviously she's a great swordswoman, and she reminds me of such one of the characters in Ninja Scroll. She was like a swordswoman in that as well. She was just like her, same look, same characterization of the character. And she's kind of the trio of women in this movie. She kind of like she's the queen of this region of where they at, where they basically free all these women who are in the brothel houses, stuff like that. She's freed them, and then they got to work. They're free women now. So I like that kind of thing in the movie where they empower the women in this part of the land, and the men are over there. They're doing their own thing, and she's kind of over here doing her own thing. So I like that kind of thing. They're kind of like over there, over here, but at the same time they're still working together because you got the one of the women's husbands over there getting stuff like doing missions, coming back, bringing stuff back to the houses while they're inside working. So there's all stuff going on as well. So they kind of like inverse the roles in this movie as well, the gender roles in this movie as well, around that kind of time, which I liked, which is pretty good. How they infiltrate that.
1997, and like the animation quality is off the chain.
It's it's clean.
The detail in the knife fights, like this is
so
well.
It's like damn.
Western animation still trying to catch up with anime in terms of how you do sword fights, like Naruto and stuff, like that hand-to-hand combat stuff.
Yeah.
Damn. There's a freeway bit where he just gets in the middle of San and Ibushi, and it's just mental. He manages to put himself just in the way, just where they're not stabbing each other up. It's incredible scenes.
I was like, she's running on the buildings, like got evading bombs. Sad when she's gonna try to kill Boshi because there's a war between the wolf god and her because she has the technology. So it's basically the forest versus technology in this movie. That's basically what it is. And trees getting cut down. She wants to take over the place, get rid of all the rest of the forest and the deities that live in the forest. So that's why it's like a battle even right now because we've got a lot of buildings right now. There's not a lot of trees going around. So it's kind of like a story that even works today in terms of like, you know what I'm saying, ecosystem and stuff like that. So it makes sense. Even now it makes sense.
I mean, the wolves are all badasses. I mean, like, just everything's going to try and kill.
Yeah.
As she Taka.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It's
He was all biting his head. He was all biting him as well. Like when he was knocked out, I was like, oh snap!
that made me laugh. He's like,
Like, I was like, they're gonna kill him right there and then. I was like, no,
he's dead. He's dead then. And it's
he's
like,
dead. He's dead.
I found that bit a bit funny. It's just me and my wife were watching this
Yeah.
last night. Just the amount of like we were sitting there, heads are flying off with arrows and arms are come flying off. I'm like, what the hell is this? Is this a Ghibli movie? Like this
like,
is some
head gone, arm gone. I was like, oh snap!
yeah, this is like a horror movie with the demon ball. It doesn't. It goes. We never see his village again. His sister.
Yeah, you never see him again. That was it.
It disappears though, like.
Kana just gives him that gem dagger, then that was it. That's the last time
Yeah.
we saw him. That was it.
I love that. That's just like establishing and getting on with it. And it's. I thought for 2 hours it's going to be a long. Whenever I see a film's length, I'm already judging how long are you going to take to set things up. Because
Yeah,
if you do it really fast, then you're waiting for the bit where it stops.
yeah, where it
this film
slows
is
down.
like,
Yeah,
no, we're going to keep going.
no,
We're
this
gonna
movie never
escalate,
slowed down.
escalate.
Ever slowed down. This movie was like constant, ongoing.
I
This
was
is
not bored.
non-stop greatness. This movie.
Animated films, you want to hit it for an hour and a half.
Oh,
I've got a story for you. When
Go on.
Harvey Weinstein, that cunt, obtained the North American distribution rights to Princess Mononoke, he asked Miyazaki to get a shorter version. Miyazaki told him to fuck off, and they even sent a sword with no cuts embedded in the blade. So the film was released uncut. And when asked about it, Miyazaki simply smiled and stated, "I defeated him." Good, because apparently Weinstein thinks Americans are stupid and can't have long films, which is bullshit. See, American producers seem to think Americans are stupid for some reason. We don't have that here in England. But a lot of American audiences like, well, we have to make an American version of this comedy show for Americans. Most Americans just want to watch the original. They're not stupid. So Hollywood, sort your stuff out.
Yeah, they do not treat their viewers with respect. They don't.
Americans aren't stupid, man. It really makes me angry, Hollywood, sometimes. But right, I mean, I'm going back through the characters again because there's so many characters. I do love Koroku. His wife hates him, Toki.
Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier on the wife.
Yeah, he castrates him on the way down.
He just destroys me. Everyone's watching like this guy's getting buried.
He's with no willy at the end of this film. Like his penis is cut off and stuck up his ass.
Gosh.
He's like this guy's weak, but he's my husband. I was like, wow.
Look up the word emasculated.
Yeah, you see his face. You see his face. Right
his wife just everyone's laughing at him as well. I'm like, that's not funny.
That is not fun. That's not funny.
Awful.
Bro.
I mean, the women in this are so strong for 97. Man, anime was way ahead of its time. Like they're shooting guns, they're holding the samurai off.
Yeah, fighting and that. It's like, what the heck? They're leading the armies and that. Like, jeez. They don't mess around in anime, but they don't mess around with that.
So we don't actually figure out where the bad thing comes from. This demon thing.
Yeah, it's just in gods apparently. If they get upset or they just get hatred builds up apparently. I don't know. So
if they die with hatred, that's when they become.
Yeah. So yeah, if they get like a deep hatred, then these leeches just come out of their bodies and just take them over, and then they become demons.
Yeah, I think that's the entire concept that they're trying to.
Right. I was waiting for the bad demon. There was no big bad demon.
Nah, it was just like gods just turning evil. That's basically what it was. Like the wolf and well, not the wolf, but the pig god, the boar god. Otoko and Nago, because he was the first one.
Yeah.
But yeah. What should I say, Nago? Yeah, but yeah, them two. And that was it. That's what you see, really. And I was like, that was an interesting concept as well. Even though the curse, if you touch them, you get cursed as well. The evil, the hatred, you get cursed with the hatred too. Because it starts building up in your body, you start to get like marks everywhere. It manifests in you as well. Then you get super strength like Ashitaka did. But yeah, that's why you got taken. That's why you're taking all the heads off.
With his Linkin Park tattoo. I'm so sad.
really like Naruto, like what's that Sharingan or the
Oh,
curse
we've
one?
got the curse
Yeah,
seal. Like,
yeah.
Let's try to bounce off of his arm.
Rasengan, right? Sasuke?
Like,
Oh
like
my god.
first arm. Kind of
Curse
scary. Kind of like, yo. That's how Trey feels after he's been down the gym, just flexing his biceps.
Yeah, that's literally me right now. I'm like, yeah, flexing. So I do. I'm like, Hogan style. But yeah, nah, that's a good concept of the curse stuff. The thing is, I wanted them to explain a bit more, but at the same time, it did well with what they gave us. Because sometimes you don't really need to know. Sometimes like to beat you over the head, like where the stuff come from, blah 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 blah.
This is the thing that House Moving Castle did worse. It
Yeah,
handled everything much better here. So, like, he didn't learn this lesson for House Moving Castle.
yeah,
Because this time it wasn't based on a book. He's done the script himself. So he's not beholden to the text so much. So
yeah,
I feel like if it's your own thing, you don't have to worry about all the characters and the nightmare of trying to get that all together.
yeah.
I feel like this film is confident. I was immediately enthralled at the beginning because it doesn't muck about. It's like, here's a boar, he's a demon, go.
That's it. Yeah, straight away off the jump. Yeah.
He's kicked out of his trouble in the first 10 minutes.
That's what he does. Like impact straight away. Like you're not gonna get settled in. I'm gonna hit you with something big straight away. Boom. You're gonna accept it. That's what he does.
I love it. It's so crazy. It's just like bang. Are you having fun? Yes, I am.
That's it. Having fun. I'm like, oh snap.
And
I was
then,
like,
then he's
jeez.
been at that samurai. You're just like, hey.
Yeah,
I had to stop to make sure it was Princess Mononoke and not another random anime film I've accidentally put on.
yeah, because I was looking, I was like, what the heck? I was like,
Yeah.
I can't remember this reading the trailers.
So, like,
Yeah.
so San's a wolf child. She's basically wolf, right? So she's not.
Like Mowgli.
She doesn't see herself as human. So if he goes to take her to, like, that's going to be a lot of bush to deal with. He's going to need a weed whacker, like a fucking chainsaw.
Doggy style as well.
Just to get access to her area. He's probably got more hair than a fucking German shepherd.
Oh damn. Yeah, for sure. Woo-wee. But
More hair than flipping Braun Strowman. Like, you know what I mean?
Ben, what are you all about?
I mean, you're gonna need some weed killer or some flipping chainsaw or like a super stroke chainsaw to get through that.
Yeah, he's something strong down there, but I don't know if we want to risk it. I don't know. It's dodgy down there. But
You'll definitely be doing it doggy style. Hey, knock it out! Knock it!
Yeah,
out.
right. That's what I said.
that's what
Now,
Tyler said.
Doggy style is compulsory for them because she's a wolf. So
She's the wolf. That's the only thing she's gonna know, isn't it? She's the wolf.
no.
So, yeah.
Woohoo! Right there. Oh, I've been saving that one for 24 hours.
Oh my gosh.
So I love the fact like she's given up on him, but then like obviously the sister, Ashitaka's sister gave him the necklace.
Yeah,
And he just hands it. Like, I don't give a shit about my sister. I don't want to remember my sister. Here, take this cheap piece of bling.
Okay.
I feel a bit like he's an arsehole. You know, you can't go back and see your sister. It's the only thing that you got on about, yeah. It's a bit weird. Yeah, you're banished. Why?
Because he has a.
I know, but it's a bit arseholey.
Like you have to go. You're about to die. You have to go there and get cured.
Yeah, we have no cure at the minute, so go.
Yeah. It's basically why I left. I said, yeah, we haven't got cure, bro. So you gotta just go find the cure and come back if you want
It's
to.
like going to hospital. You got cancer. Get out of my house. Go. We're getting out.
Yeah,
You're
go
not
find
part
the
of the
cure,
family anymore.
yeah, go find the cure, mate. Yeah.
You got COVID. You're done. Get out of my family. So, what is your favourite bit of this film? Because there's so many. I mean, the bit where the bloody John Lennon thing, the forest god.
Oh, yes, the forest god. Yeah, that's my
Chops
favourite
his
bit.
head off.
They
Chops
cut
his head off.
his head off, and then
It's like
searching. My favorite part of the movie when
He goes mental then. He just wants his head back.
Yeah, just a spirit form, just like
Man,
melding. I love that bit. I love that. Straight kaiju mode. I love it. That's awesome.
kaiju mode, you say?
Yeah, straight kaiju mode.
Pacific Rim. Yeah.
I love it.
But I feel like Miyazaki was smoking something when he came up with some of these designs.
He was smoking.
Yeah.
Oh, especially that deer god, yeah, the one that Ben talks about all the time. Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
John
actually,
Lennon. John Lennon.
it's not gonna wear any clothes. So if you think about it,
I just want to hold your hand. Bang.
damn son.
I can't unsee it now. Ben's making me think about John
I'm
Lennon.
gonna go in a yellow submarine. Yellow submarine. Yellow submarine.
Oh, geez. John Lennon's face. He actually does like John Lennon now. Oh my god. He actually does like John. That face actually was like him.
Let's say they shot his head off because Miyazaki's really sad that Yoko Ono that he broke up the Beatles and it's revenge for John Lennon leaving the Beatles.
Oh, Beatles. Probably. I don't know. The way he does it, I don't know. Maybe. We don't know. We do not know. But apparently, because Eboshi went to take the head of the deer god because apparently it has ties to immortality. That's what the emperor said. So that's why they went to take the head of the deer god. So the deer god's like, nah, fam, I'm gonna kill all of you. I'm gonna give me the head back.
Can I just say the bit where they got all the dead, do you know the bit where they're about to enter the forest and all the humans have got the dead boar skins on, and you know it's them.
It's obvious.
They just cover. For like 5 minutes, they stay under and they all just cover, and the boar thinks, "Oh, my family's with me," and signs up, and we already know that's the humans wearing the skins. It's like, it's creepy. You can't see their eyes; they're just following silently.
Yeah, just seeing this. And how the heck are they moving so fast? What the hell are they doing?
It's creepy, and the way they just follow. The bit where they just follow is just creepy, and they're watching. They move out the way. They don't say anything for 5 minutes. It's creepy.
I know.
There's just some violent bits and creepy moments. This film is all about going fast, but setting the pace, but making it atmospheric. It is incredible.
I know,
They don't try and get too bogged down in the rules of what the demon seeds come from or how the forest spirit works. They've just found a way to make everyone relatable, and everyone's shades of grey. There's no bad guy here, so to speak.
No like straight villain. Yeah, no real villain. Just the humans versus the forest, and and basically try to find the harmony between the humans and the forest.
Yep.
That's what it is. That's basically the plot of the movie. Harmony. You know what I'm saying? Perfect balance. That's basically what the movie's about. When those little what do they call them? The conadas, or what do they call them? Those little people.
So when I came back from Japan the first time, I showed Troy this little kodama.
Yeah, there you go. Kodama,
and it goes like this. It's a key ring. It goes like that.
Yeah, little kodamas.
They are creepy. They are creepy, and I got some from my nieces because at the time I didn't really watch much Ghibli, so I didn't know which film they belonged to. So now I know it's Princess Mononoke. They're creepy. They turn their heads. They they've got bum holes. Like they've got bum.
The circles for like.
There's one bit at the end where they're watching, and there's a guy just scratching his ass. My wife doesn't believe me, but there's one guy scratching his ass. Turns around, and he walks off.
Oh, I love that there's that mini humans just walking out through the forest and they disappear and then reappear for them. They want this one.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That was great animation. I like the way they did that.
I love the goat, the deer thing. That
you like.
Caillou. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
I love that. It's such a loyal.
A little steed.
Steed.
Yeah, so little steed helping him around the place. And basically gets shot at one point with an arrow. But it's all right. It's all right though. At the end of the movie, it lived, guys. It lived. But she gets her hand eaten off by the wolf. The wolf's head.
The wolf's head is a big deal.
Yeah, I was like, yo, still alive as well. His head's just alive, without a body. He's just like moving around. They even allude to it in the early movie where they said, all you have to do is literally take the head, but the head can still move by itself. So as long as you just literally got to destroy the head. It's the only way to kill the gods. Destroy the head. This I love it, man. Mission Loki is tight. This movie's too good, bro. Animation's solid. The score when the battle scene's happening is like the score is fine. The score is awesome as well. So everything that's understated about Ghibli, Infinite score of the Ghibli movie is awesome.
Right.
The score's a 10 out of 10 always.
Yeah, I mean, it's a 10. We're not even doing the scores at the end. It's a 10. It's a perfect 10. I can see why everyone loves it's the best out of all the movies. Tara, how about you?
8.5. 8.5.
Oh, 8.5.
Yeah.
Tara, what's wrong with you? You're deficient.
No, this is my house, so I can do this.
10.
8.5.
Oh, Tara's doing 8.5.
Oh, will be replaced by Alex next week and going forward to House of Animations. We can't trust our scores.
Made something else.
Well, at least it's not a 4.
8.5.
Yeah.
For Tara, this is good. 8.5. Solid. Okay, let's see what I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give it 10. I give it a 10. I give it a 10. I'm giving it a 10.
It's a 10.
You know what else is gonna give it a 10, but I'm gonna give it a 10.
Oh, and Alex is also giving it a 10. She's texting me at the moment. I've just told her.
You said 10 as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10. We'll try Alex 10. Alex is a 10 as well. Alex 10 as well. 10 out of 10. 3 10s.
Because I remember talking to Alex about Ghibli movies because she's a big Ghibli fan.
Yeah, she's
ages ago, and she just said Princess Mononoke is really good as well. So yeah, I know she gave it a 10.
Yeah, it's a straight 10. It's a 10, man.
So confirmed. Oh, I saw it later.
Yeah. 10.
Is it okay now?
It's getting kind of glitchy.
Hold on. Good now?
There you go, that's better. That's better.
I'm back from whatever the hell dimension I was.
He's back. He's back for the portal. He's back.
But yeah, I mean,
Princess Mononoke. Fire.
Yeah.
okay.
Mononoke.
Who?
Mononoke. How it was pronounced.
Mononoke.
It's like karaoke.
Yeah, karaoke. Karaoke. Okay.
So, I mean, the next one that we're going to do in November is going to be Princess Kaguya.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
So, I've not seen that one.
Kaguya, not Kakuwa.
Yeah, I'm not looking at it right now. I do apologize. I couldn't find it. Yeah, so after that, we're going to do a few more anime films that aren't going to be Ghibli for a bit. We've had a chat. Because I think we've done too many Ghiblis in a row now. This is what, 3rd in a row?
Yeah.
Yeah, right now, yeah.
About other anime films. So, if you don't leave, well, them arrows you've seen, like your head will be popping off.
Dodge the curses, guys. Don't get hit with the curse as well.
You're gonna get murdered, basically. Murdered. But yeah, I mean, it's another 10 from. It's basically another nearly high marks from Ghibli. Are we surprised at this point?
Ghibli, no, we're not surprised.
We have to get to the bad Ghibli, though.
Yeah, we got to get to some point.
There is some awful ones, and it's called Totoro. We'll get there.
Oh, Totoro. Oh, I still haven't seen Totoro yet. I like
Totoro.
You'll be really disappointed with the movie.
People's like this with Totoro that is either really good or really
cute, man. He's a pervy looking mascot. He's just that's the face of someone that's looking for a cut of when we're getting changed.
Are you talking about?
Now you've seen it, you cannot unsee it. You need to, it's time to go. It's time to leave because, arrows in heads and all that. And
get out, guys. Get out of here.
Balls, tentacles, sex. All that.
God. Gross.
So have fun. We'll leave you a good tattoo at least. It's goodbye for me.
Bye.
And we're done.